As you guys can probably tell, my voice is pretty much non-existent. I'm gonna sit down, tell you guys what this video is about and why that matters. So, as you guys can tell, my voice is gone. I do not feel well at all. But being a business owner, you can't just pause the business game. It is constant work, constant picking up phone calls, constant providing customer service, constantly providing work. I've got customers that I've got scheduled that I gotta watch tomorrow. And if I reschedule them, it'll just clump up the rest of the business, rest of the customers, and my customer service or quality of work will suffer from that, which in turn would make the business suffer. Little things like that are things that people do not consider when starting their business. They think it's sunshine and rainbows, but right now, the last thing I want to do is go pressure wash a house or go pressure wash a driveway. But I've got to make my business flourish. And before you people comment, I don't have COVID and I pressure wash without meeting face-to-face with the customer. I'm getting paid via digital, and the customer's out of town, and I'm doing it for them, and I will not be face-to-face with the customer. But all these videos, and I'm guilty of this just because, you need to do these things to grow a following. The people post, can you make $250 an hour, $100 an hour pressure washing? And yes, from pull up to pull off time on the job site, you're making $250 an hour. But that doesn't account for the estimate. That doesn't account for the advertisement time put in. Doesn't account for the time spent filling up your chemical tank. It doesn't cover the time spent. Doesn't cover the time spent driven home. Doesn't cover the gas. Doesn't cover the insurance. There's a lot of things in this business that people make look like sunshines and rainbows, but they don't account for those expenses in these videos. So if you're looking to start out, you've got to understand $250 an hour is from pull up to pull off on the job site. Another con is the amount of stress that business has. Businesses are not foolproof payments unless you have contracts, obviously, which you can do that to make your business foolproof, make sure you get paid every month. But for residential, it's very unlikely, but calls could just stop. You could just stop receiving calls with no explanation. And then you have no choice but to go work your 9 to 5. Business is stressful. If you don't have calls coming in, you start panicking. Which with these 9 to 5s, you go to work, you get paid, you come home. Your free time is genuinely free time. When you're a business owner, your free time is not always completely free time. You can be out having a cookout and a customer calls you and says, hey, your guy broke my door, your guy shattered my window, and then you no longer got free time. You gotta leave. You can micromanage the things that you don't want to do, obviously, and you can just focus on the stuff you enjoy doing. But it's not always freedom, as in you get to choose what to do. A lot of people look at business as you're your own boss. I look at business as every single customer is my boss, that's completely true. If this customer, if you break if you break a customer's door, you got to go fix it. They're bossing you around. You owe them that money. And if you look at it like that, you have a newfound respect for your customers, and meaning your customer service will improve, and you'll get those reviews and get those calls, baby. But those are just a few of the cons of business, and I don't think it outweighs the pros. The pros is exponentially more, in my opinion, for my life. But I want y'all to stay safe out there, stay healthy, stay hydrated when you're out there, and I'll see y'all in the next video.